Welcome back to another binder video, and today I'm going to be sharing this big purple binder. Last time I showed off the Jirachi binder, and in this one too we have some single species collections and a whole bunch of other stuff. My wife and I call this one the spooky binder, and you'll see why. So without further ado, let's break into it. This here is my pride and joy. This is my Hydreigon collection, my favourite Pokemon of course. All these cards are in English, and my goal was just to collect one of each unique artwork, and right now I'm missing just two more. So this is the first ever Hydreigon card, and it's from Noble Victories. This is the holo version. The holo has this horizontal line effect, which isn't used too often. Hopefully the camera can catch it. The one I'm missing here is the Next Destiny's Hydreigon, which it's actually the only Hydreigon using the shiny design. I honestly don't think I'll ever own this card. It's very expensive, and there's other chase cards I can see myself prioritizing. Here is a reverse holo Hydreigon from Dragons Exalted. And next to it is a card also from Dragons Exalted. Don't know why one expansion had two Hydreigons, but this one here is actually the Cracked Ice Holo variant, which I believe came from a blister pack. This next one is really nice, I think so anyway. The expansion this one came from is called Plasma Freeze, and this here is actually the reverse holo. The Team Plasma logo under the artwork there really stands out. Another reverse holo Hydreigon from Legendary Treasures. The artwork is amazingly creepy. This illustrator, Tomokazu Komiya, always does great art. This one here I've had for years, and I got it from a blister pack. This is the Cosmo holo variant of the Phantom Forces Hydreigon. This card is by the same group of artists as the one directly above it and the first one in the binder, which is interesting that they do so many Hydreigon cards. Hydreigon EX from Roaring Skies. And in the row below it, the full art version. Both these cards are cool, but this full art, it's got to be the best one in this species collection in my opinion. I love the full arts from this era. This is the holo from Steam Siege, pretty standard card. And this is the Hydreigon Break, also from Steam Siege. Break cards, people tend to not like them that much for whatever reason, and so they're pretty cheap. If you like things that are gold and shiny, then collecting break cards is an accessible start point. Last on the page, Hydreigon from Crimson Invasion. This is the non-holo. There does exist a Cracked Ice holo, probably from a pre-built deck or a blister. I feel this artwork wouldn't look out of place on a Magic the Gathering card. Alrighty, next page, and the end of the Hydreigons. First up, we've got the regular holo from Dragon Majesty. And a non-holo from Darkness Ablaze. This next card here, from Evolving Skies, has really ferocious artwork that I'm not sure the camera will do justice, and a holo pattern similar to the first in the binder, but this time the lines are vertical. That vertical line pattern is used again here on this pre-release Sword and Shield Black Star promo. A staff stamped variant of this card exists, and if you have it, I'm very jealous. This is Hydreigon C, another Sword and Shield Black Star promo. Super cheap to pick up, if I remember correctly. Next, the holographic from Paldea Evolved, the first Hydreigon from the Scarlet and Violet era. There's 4 variants of this card. The Holo, Reverse Holo, Cosmo Holo, and a print that's part of a mini dragon themed set that was some sort of a McDonald's promotion. Both of these EX cards here are from Surging Sparks, and despite opening a lot of packs, we never got lucky enough to pull either of these cards. Luckily they weren't expensive to pick up afterwards. I know some people don't love the Terra cards, but I think these two look great. There is actually one more Hydreigon card. It's a secret rare also in Surging Sparks, which is the only other one I don't have yet. Until I do, this card here sits in its place. It's Iron Jugulus, which is of course the paradox form of Hydreigon, and it's a pretty design, and so I felt it deserved a spot here. Now that's all the Hydreigon cards, so soon I'm not going to be going through and showing everything individually, but just showing certain standout cards, or else this binder will never end. All three of these though are standout cards. It's the classic trio, Charizard, Blastoise and Venusaur. These are all promo cards. These came from the Generations collection boxes back in the XY era. We were super into Generations in 2016, so we got all the collection boxes, and so of course opened these three cards ourselves. Very cool cards, definitely will always hold on to them. Now this whole page here is just random stuff that I like, there's no real theme going on. All 6 of these full arts are again promo cards from XY and were introduced in the Generations Mythical Collection boxes. I love Mew, but it honestly looks kind of derpy here. And I think the Celebi is much cooler looking. And right over here are these two Mewtwo cards. The one underneath is actually not a Pokemon card, it's an amiibo card that came with the game Pokémon for the Wii U, which was a really fun game. The one above is a special card to me. Mewtwo is my second favourite Pokemon behind Hydreigon, and I pulled this Mega Mewtwo EX from a booster pack of Breakthrough, and I think this card looks insanely good. I did also pull a Mega Alakazam and Mega Scizor from boosters that are in the same style, but I sold and traded them to other collectors, but this Mewtwo I'll be keeping forever. Now just at the bottom, first the Mawile promos, another favourite Pokemon of mine. These cards did also come with a Spirit Link trainer card, but I didn't really care to keep it, so I sold it to another collector. This Pikachu Black Star promo is from 2003 I believe, and I genuinely can't remember how we obtained it. I think we were given it for free when we bought a bunch of other promo cards from someone on eBay. This is definitely not a card you chuck in as a freebie today, it's worth like £50, so you can tell how long ago that was. And this other Pikachu is not a special card, it's just another promo but a modern one, and I was given this one by my local game store the first time I visited, which was not that long ago, so it lives here for now, sort of mirroring the Pikachu on the other side. The rest of the binder is not this empty, but right here we have my wife's work in progress Banette collection. I don't know much about Banette, so we'll just kind of look at these together. The first card here is illustrated by Ken Sugimori, who as I mentioned last video is the original Pokemon illustrator. A nice little holo, I think this is maybe the second ever Banette card, in English of course. Then with these we have this creepy reverse holo, drawn by Tomokazu Komiya, who I mentioned earlier on in the video. This Banette here from 2010 with the weird gust or something that looks like a tongue, and a regular and reverse half art card from 2015. Side note, I don't think there was ever a card for Mega Banette, which is a huge shame. This page is looking a bit better. Japanese cards on the first row, regular rares and regular holographics on the second, and reverse on the bottom. My favourite artwork on this page has to be the cute one here with the lipstick and the mirror. Followed by this one who looks like he's jumping down from the sky. Over on this page, Banette GX. Very nice. And this one below I know to be a cheap card to pick up, so if you like cards where trainers make a cameo alongside the Pokemon, there's an easy pickup for you. Finally, there's this super cool looking Japanese Full Art EX. I have no idea if there's an English version of this, and as I said, I don't know Banette very well. And not quite finished with Banette, there's this one from 2022. And a Banette EX from 2023, a Scarlet and Violet era card. The next Pokemon is Pumpkaboo. My wife's project again. Yes, she likes ghost types a lot. There's honestly not many Pumpkaboo artworks, which I suppose makes sense as it's not a particularly old Pokemon and it's not fully evolved. Just like with Banette, the setup is first row Japanese, then regular English, then reverse at the bottom. This might actually be all the artworks of Pumpkaboo, maybe, so we should be able to easily finish up this mini collection. Gap here for dramatic effect, and then just some more of my wife's cards. So Darkrai here is from another mythical collection box, and she likes Darkrai a lot, so he's earned a spot in the binder. And so has this Japanese Misdreavus, which is a beautiful card, and it costs just £1 on eBay, so I could hardly say no to getting it. Here's a XY promo Ghastly that we got from a blister pack back in the day. And this Pumpkaboo is actually from a different set than the Japanese Pumpkaboo with this artwork that you saw on the previous page. It didn't really fit with the binder setup, but if she ever decides to make the Pumpkaboo collection a master set, we have this one waiting. These are just sleeves, and this is the very beginning of another project, Substitute Doll Cameo cards. We've only got 2 so far, but there's hardly any. If we ever get them all, they'll likely all fit on a single binder page. It seemed like a fun little side goal to work on. This is the complete Trick or Trade 2022 set. If you don't know what Trick or Trade is, it's an annually released mini-series of cards. They're all reprints from different expansions with this little stamp added, and they come out at Halloween for people to give to trick-or-treaters. Because the whole point of these cards is to give them away, they are really inexpensive, and as we wanted a spooky binder and we missed out on opening a lot of modern expansions, getting the complete Trick or Trade sets was a great way to experience all this artwork. My favourite card on this page would have to be the Mewtwo, obviously. And as you can see, Pumpkaboo makes another appearance with his little stamp. The 2022 set goes straight into the 2023 set. I really enjoy these, like I said, but if you're more interested in rare and valuable cards, there is more of that in the binder after Trick or Trade. This Zubat is amazing. I want a whole expansion with the Pokemon looking like this. And you may have noticed, Banette is here again. 2023 into 2024. Fuecoco is a Pokemon I really like. Sprigatito, very cute of course. Yet another Pumpkaboo on this page. And an Iron Jugulus. This Houndoom is neat too, nice artwork. The gap here is obviously for Trick or Trade 2025, assuming that becomes a thing. We'll just need to have a rethink if there's a 2026 one, I guess, because after the gap is this. Legendary Treasures, an expansion from 2013, had a Radiant Collection mini set of 25 cards, which I'm guessing probably worked like the Radiant Collection in Generations, in that you get one card per booster pack. We didn't pull this ourselves, but we've had it for years, so we managed to get it incredibly cheaply. The theme here just seems to be cuteness or something, I guess. The standout cards are of course going to be these full arts, and I think they look great. This Mew, because I like Mew, really stands out to me when I flip through this binder. The final card of this mini set is on the next page, Meloetta EX Full Art. And then we get into the Japanese complete sets. I don't know how well the camera will pick this up, but this set symbol has a little CP and then the number 1. There were 6 of these subsets released throughout 2015 and 2016, put out between regular expansions. Officially they are called concept packs and all have a theme. The theme of this one of course is Team Aqua and Team Magma. And the standout cards are these 2 incredible illustration cards. Team Aqua's Kyogre and Team Magma's Groudon. One thing I noticed looking at CP1 is that most of the Pokemon look fierce or menacing, more so than usual, except this Celio, which is just happy and adorable. CP2 is next of course, and I don't know what the theme technically is, but there's loads of these amazing illustration cards featuring legendary Pokemon. Check out this Palkia with Latios in the background. And Zekrom featuring Palkia. Can't forget Reshiram, of course. I've seen people talk badly about Reshiram's design, but I love it. And there's just so many more of them on this page. Dialga, Latias, and Latios. Palkia showing up again in this one. Black Kyurem and White Kyurem. Regigigas and Arceus. This page starts CP3, Pokémon. These cards I'm fairly sure are the exact same set as the Generations Radiant Collection, with just the set numbers of some of the cards being swapped around. There's the Charmander line. These 3 cards' artwork tells a sweet little story of the trainer growing up with the Pokemon. There's of course these 2, the Flareon and the Pikachu. Both adorable, what more can I say? Next page for CP3 we can see of course Jirachi, and the big cards are the Gardevoir ones. This one here we still need in English. And here is the Sylveon EX and the full art or illustration, whatever it's called. Very cute. CP5 starts down here, so yeah, we don't have CP4 or CP6. CP4 is a much bigger set, so we skipped it. And CP6, unless I'm misremembering, is the Japanese equivalent to Evolutions, which as we own all of base set, we aren't that interested in. Almost forgot to mention, CP3 and CP5 we opened from a booster box, so we had a box of each, and incredibly, I don't know the odds, but we completed the entirety of CP3 in the one box, apart from I think it was one card. That's the great thing about these smaller sets. This Celebi, of course, you saw the English version of near the start of the video. On this next page, we've seen the English versions of the Keldeo and the Arceus before, but not this Volcanion, Shaymin or Victini. All really nice cards in my opinion. These two are super cute, and the Volcanion looks like a beast. Next page, lots of cool cards here. Mew, Meloetta, Darkrai, including a Ken Sugimori one, Jirachi of course, and can we take a moment to appreciate the artwork of this white Kyurem. I've only been pointing out the full arts, but that is a nice card. Even the Mew next to it, that's a nice one too. And finishing off both CP5 and the big purple binder, this final page. We're actually missing 2 more cards from CP5, I almost always forget this. So this set had 2 secret rares, and as you can probably imagine they're super valuable. Will we get them one day to complete the set? Probably not, honestly. There's too many other goals we're working towards. This is the Jirachi that was absent from the Jirachi binder. It would be nice to have a double for both binders, but it's not necessary of course. Genesect here looks like he's from another franchise. I don't know how to explain it, but hopefully looking at this card you get what I mean. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll take one final look here. Rayquaza EX, very nice. And Magearna, an interesting mythical Pokemon. And yeah, that's all there is to see in this binder. So what's your favourite section of the big purple binder? There's nothing too crazy inside this one rarity wise, it's specific to our own interests and it was really fun to go through it again and share it with you watching. So for watching this whole thing, thank you. If you like to collect, please leave a comment below telling me what your goals are. There's so many ways to collect the TCG and I love seeing and hearing about people's personal collections and learning a thing or two. I'll probably be back with another binder break at some point. I've got some other cool stuff to show off, so until then, take care.